Stop! Don't you dare click away! I'm serious. If you close this video right now, you aren't just giving another finance tip. You are making a choice. You are choosing to work until you're 70 years old. You're choosing to let a bank, a boss, and a cubicle own your best years for the next 3 decades. Right now, the algorithm brought you here for a single reason. Most people, 99% of people, will ignore this. They'll scroll back to some mindless entertainment. And in 10 years, they'll still be stressed about rent, still stuck in traffic, and still wondering why they can't ever get ahead. Do not be that person. I'm about to show you a glitch in the American financial system, a way to make one house just one pay for your entire life. If you stay for the next 6 minutes and truly listen, I will hand you the keys to a cage you didn't even know you were in. If you leave, well, don't complain in 20 years when you're still grinding just to keep the lights on. This isn't about investing in the way you've been taught. This is about an escape. I'm Mia, and I'm going to prove to you why one property is all you need to never work again. Let's get into the math that the top 1% hopes you never find out. Let's be honest with each other. The American dream is a scam designed to keep you broke. They tell you to go to college, get the debt, land the corporate job, and buy the biggest house you can afford. They tell you to put 20% down and spend 30 years paying it off. They call it an asset. It's not an asset. It's a debt trap. An actual asset puts money in your pocket. Your home takes money out every single month. But there's a way to flip the script entirely. It's called house hacking. In the US, you can buy a multi-unit property like a duplex or a triplex using an FHA loan with as little as 3.5% down. You live in one unit, and your neighbor's rent pays your entire mortgage. Think about that. Your biggest monthly expense, housing, is suddenly gone, while everyone else is working 40 hours a week just to pay for the roof over their heads. You're living for free. Even if you buy a single-family home, you find one with a basement apartment or an Audi you can rent out. If you aren't making your house work for you, you are working for your house. And that is a losing game. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Most people wait 30 years to finally own their home. That is a massive waste of time. Wealthy people use leverage. As your house goes up in value, which it will, because they aren't making any more land, you build something called equity. This is dead money sitting inside your walls, doing absolutely nothing for you. Instead of letting it sit there, you use a Helica home equity line of credit or a cash-out refinance. You pull that money out. But listen to me, this is where most people fail and end up broke. They take that money and buy a new truck. They buy a luxury vacation. Don't do that. You take that equity and you buy cash flow. You put it into dividend stocks, index funds, or a second small rental unit. Now, you have your primary house paying your living costs and your equity earning you a second paycheck. This is how you manufacture wealth out of thin air, using only one property as your foundation. You are making the bank's money work for you, instead of you working for the bank's money. I want you to visualize your life 15 to 20 years from today. It's not a dream. It's a roadmap. The 20-year zero work roadmap. Years 1 to 5, you find your hack. You don't buy the fancy car. You don't buy the designer clothes to impress people you don't even like. You focus on the property. You're the boring friend for a few years, but you're the only one in your circle building a kingdom. Years 5 to 12, the market does the heavy lifting for you. This is strategic appreciation. Your property value climbs. You refinance. You move your equity into assets that pay you while you sleep. You start seeing $1,000, then $3,000, then $5,000 a month in passive income. Years 12 to 20, the freedom point. Your passive income now exceeds your cost of living. You are officially retired, not because you have $10 million in the bank, but because you mastered the math of one property. You can quit your job tomorrow. You can travel. You can finally breathe. You own your time. And that is the only true wealth, the Only thing standing between you and this life is the fear of what your neighbors will think. They'll think you're crazy for living in a duplex. They'll think you're weird for renting out your basement or living in a smaller house than you can afford. Let them think that. While they are stressing over their 9 to 5, praying they don't get laid off, and wondering how they'll pay for their kids' college, you will be free. Real estate isn't about the bricks and the wood. It's about freedom. It's about owning every single hour of your day. Most people are too scared to take that first step. They'd rather be comfortable in their debt than uncomfortable on their way to wealth. You've stayed for the full 30 minutes. That tells me you have exactly what it takes. You have the discipline. The code is in your hands now. One house, one strategy, one life. Don't let this be just another video you watched and forgot. Make this the moment your life actually changed. I'm Mia. Now, go get what's yours.